What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about how much I hate this world. Not necessarily. It's just I don't know, man. I'm speaking my mind. I'm just talking about like how much I hate the money system, how much I hate the fucking people I had to deal with growing up, and just dealing with stupid ass people, just fucking retarded, dumbass, fucking idiotic, inconsiderate, emotionally unintelligent, stupid ass fucking people. I'm also gonna talk about just the fucking bullshit ass money system, man. So let's get to it, man. So what sucks about the money system is that, like, don't get me wrong, if you're making a lot of money, then the more freedom you have. The more money you make, the more freedom you have in this corrupt bullshit ass system, right? But if you're not in the right alignment, if you're not making the right types of money, then that's just gonna suck because money, like, if you're not making money, how the fuck are you supposed to buy a car? You can't buy a car if you don't have if you're not making enough money, then you can't buy a car. And if you can't afford a car, you can't travel around the world. You can't travel from city to city. You can't meet different types of fucking people because you're lacking in finances. Most of these jobs out here, they don't pay you good amounts of money that's well deserved. All of these jobs overwork people and they underpay them. This is where you get your minimum wage from. Even people, six figures, that's not a lot of money. Why the fuck are people waking up so early? They're working a 9 to 5. These people are not even in the fucking military, and they're getting underpaid, and they're working that fucking much. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just fucking stupid. People get sleep deprived. Their mental health deteriorates, all because of these fucking bullshit ass jobs and shit where they make less fucking money. It's fucking retarded, man. It's fucking stupid. And people wonder why there's so much mental illness. There's so much, like, people are so much stressed out. That's not the main reason, but that's part of the reason why people are so fucked up mentally. You know what I'm saying? But it's just bullshit, man. Hang on, there's a fucking wasp. But like, it's just bullshit, man. Fuck, like there are times where, like, because me, like, I'm in the military, right? So like there are times where, like, I got like 2 or 3 more years left, but after I get out, I'm not sure if I'm considering like re-enlisting or getting out. But if I were to get out, I want to do like I want to become like a barber just so I could try new things. But more so, like, I don't know. I want to know what it's like to work by myself, not to rely on an outside source to make income. But like, I was thinking about that shit. I'm just like, it's such a hassle because once I get out, I got to figure out on how to make consistent income by maybe applying for a job. More than likely, I don't want to work at a certain job just so I can make stable income, just so I can maintain a car, just so I can maintain a place to stay, just so I can fucking buy equipment I need to become a barber and shit. And like, don't get me wrong, all these are attainable. It's achievable. I can do it. But what I'm saying is that, like, I don't want to fucking do all that shit. I don't want to do all that shit. But what I'm trying to get at is that in this life, at least for me, I'm sure other people experience this shit too. If you want to do certain shit, it's like you gotta, like, this society's world makes everything such an inconvenience and shit. Where, like, you gotta do so much bullshit just so you can get the things you want. And even then, if I completed barber school, like, it's like a 15, no, it's like 10 months, 9 months. I forgot how long, but it's a long time. 5 times a week for like 8 hours for class, every day for class. But like, even if you're finished for that shit, is like, it's not like, and then you gotta find work, then you gotta be patient, and it's just such a hassle, man. Just so you can make money. But that's what I'm getting at, bro. Like, I mean, straight up, if I were to make like at least billions or unlimited amounts of money, like, if I were to just have a vehicle, and if I were to make unlimited amounts of money, I could find my own place to stay, and I'll be traveling around the world. I'd be fucking just exploring and shit. Not because I'm one of those people that like to see how those other worlds are. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm talking about from traveling from different state to state. I don't want to fucking book a flight and travel to fucking different countries because that's gonna take a long time. Different cultures, this and that, and I don't want to deal with all that shit. But what I'm saying, I'd just rather travel around from state to state just to see how things are, just so I could, like, see what they got to offer. Because I never had a car growing up, so like I was always stuck in a small hometown area. I never had the opportunity to fucking, like, explore and just you know, I feel like I'm missing out on these experiences. You know, I never went out. I mean, I went to baseball games, I went to a couple basketball games, but that was like around my hometown. I never get to like explore around the world and shit like that. And this is why I really want to do that. But in order for you to do that shit, you gotta make a lot of money, and you gotta have a decent fucking car and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people do that for not for a living, but people do that where like they made a YouTube video series where like they'll live in their van or in a car for like 2 months, and they'll just explore around the world. Shit, I might be trying to do that, but that's the thing though. I got to save up a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can't do that shit once I get out of the military because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I could buy a nice car once I get out, but it's just like I'm not gonna fucking maintain stable income. And even I don't know, man. It's just bullshit, man. How much the money system controls us, bro. Like you really can't fucking do shit. I've been straight up. If I were to make a lot of money, bro, I will not be doing the shit I'm doing right now. I'll be fucking exploring around the world, try to meet different types of people, just explore different hobbies. My hobbies is like working out and playing basketball. I'll be probably doing those things around the fucking world and shit. But instead, I'm just forced to do some shit I don't want to do. You know, I don't know, man. Like me, I don't mind what I do, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather like if I make a lot of money, I'll probably do some shit different. That's what I'm trying to get at. But that's what I'm saying, and a lot of people could relate to that. You know, it's just I don't know, man. Like, that's why you gotta have faith and shit like that. Me, I know how spirituality works. I know how life works. Not too much, but like I'm aware. I'm meant to go through this phase in my life where like I'm meant to be just to experience some type of bullshit and trying to do things I don't want to do. But I don't know, man. I hate dealing with stupid ass people. Like all my life, I'm always around just dumbass people where like I always had to cut them off. I always have to distance myself because they're so fucking idiotic. These same people, they always end up stealing my money. They're trying to use me for money. They always fucking ask me for money. Like, like someone stole $6,000 from me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So and people always constantly ask me for fucking $20 and shit, and people wonder why I cut them off or I cuss them out or I want to fight them and shit like that. Because people are so fucking stupid like that. And there's a correlation. If you work at a job you don't like, you're gonna be around stupid ass people. This is why you gotta do the healing work. Shout out to Chauncey One. Chauncey One mentioned that like when you do the healing work, or if you have a lot of blockages, then you're gonna be stuck at a stupid ass job full of dumbass people and shit. And then you're gonna attract stupid ass situations like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but not only that, but like I've noticed in all these jobs I work at, I'm always around like this dumbass people to where I always had to cuss them out or put them in their place or set boundaries with them. And there's a correlation. When you're working at a shitty job, you're going to be around shitty people. You know what I'm saying? And I worked at a lot of jobs and even at career fields, and I'm always around stupid ass people. You know what I'm saying? So bullshit. But um I don't know, me, I just want more out of life. Like I refuse to settle. But the thing that sucks is that like money has so much control over our lives and shit. So I really can't do the things I really want to do because of money. I probably am gonna complete the things I really want to do, or eventually I'll get there. But since money controls us so much, it's gonna take me a while, or it's gonna take me longer than I expected to be. You know. But um, I don't know, man. Like I feel like I've been patient so long just to attract the things I want. So I feel like I have a lot of blockages, or I need to do a lot of healing work. This is why, like, um, this is why it's so important to book tarot readings. So it's important to do a lot of self-reflection to recognize what's blocking you from your path, or what's blocking you from manifesting things or getting the things you want. But also, me, I have a personal tarot reader that I personally trust, and I love to book tarot readings from her, and she'll always give me very good advice, very good like spiritual information. You know what I'm saying? And but it's just I don't know, man. It's just and even like on his Johnson when he mentioned that like when you're in the healing process, when you're trying to release blockages, he mentioned that it's such a slow process, and he's right because with me, I feel like the reason why I have so much like awareness, but yeah, I'm still attracting dumbass people and just stupid ass situations I don't want to be in. It's because I'm I could have some blockages, or maybe I've released these blockages, but it's just that I'm not in the right alignment. I'm not in the right mindset. This is why I'm always put into situations I'd rather not fucking be in. You know what I'm saying? So It's stupid, but it's just crazy. Like me, like I'm always in a situation where I had to cut a lot of people off. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like I've said this before, I don't burn bridges with people. People will burn bridges with me. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you get your spiritual warfare from. This is where you get your karmic soul ties and fucking soul contracts and all this other shit. This, I don't know, man, but thank God I love YouTube, man. I love expressing myself, but sometimes I kind of don't want to overdo it. I'm still trying to get rid of that insecurity because I don't want people I know in real life see my videos and they'll probably think I'm fucking crazy. But no, I'm just speaking my mind. I'm releasing a lot of trauma, a lot of anger, a lot of pain just for dealing with stupid ass fucking people. A lot of people disappoint the fuck out of me. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do try my best to make the best out of my connections with people when it comes to family situations, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to work situations. But people always find a way to piss me the fuck off or to disappoint the hell out of me. The same energy and effort I'm putting into these people will not do the fucking same. At least when it comes to emotional intelligence, they're just fucking stupid. But I don't know, man. I think the problem with me is that like I lack a lot of patience. But nah, it's not even that because I feel like I've been I have a lot of I'm a very patient person. The average person who were to be put in my situation, they will not be persistent enough to to wait and shit. I've experienced so much setbacks, so much blockages with finances because of stupid ass people and shit like that. You know? But it's all good though, you know? Like even though there are mistakes, there are things I regret doing. Like when it comes to boundaries, I feel like I should have set better boundaries with people. I feel like I should have stood up for myself a lot more. And but you know, one of the beautiful things about life is that like, despite you not learning the lessons or despite you knowing the lessons but not taking action due to insecurity and trauma, there's always another day. So even though I have a lot of regrets when it comes to defending myself, what I can say is that I've learned from these situations, and the only thing I could do is get better, and the fact that I have more experiences, and I'm more self-aware, and I've learned a lot of my lessons, so it won't happen again, and it's gonna make me a wiser, much more better person, you know, mentally and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and and that's the thing too. So when you're experiencing some type of failure or some type of thing you regret doing, it could be anything. Maybe you just didn't or you didn't take that chance, or you didn't take that risk, or you just feel like you should have done a better job at doing something. Just know that there's always another day, and just the fact that you woke up for another day, you have the opportunity to better yourself. And as long as you're learning from these situations, no one can take that from you because you're not failing. You're succeeding. If you're learning from these situations, is working either way is going to work in the benefit. Yes, the past may hurt, the past may be painful, but if you're learning from these situations, it's going to better you. It's only going to better you. And who knows, since it's bettering you, you can maybe attract more beautiful things, more things that's going to work in your favor because you learned the lessons and you took it to heart, and it's going to skyrocket you towards success. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to look at it. And you can help other people as well, you know? But I don't know, man. I'm just I'm not satisfied with where I'm at in life. I'm really not satisfied. But even though I do blame the fucking people because I'm around stupid ass people, and yeah, it's the fucking people and the situation I'm in. I fucking hate it. But I also got to take myself into. But I also got to hold myself accountable too, because there are times where like I've lacked boundaries and I've lacked defending myself, and it resulted in someone stealing money from me. And now that made me had a huge setback. So because people stole like $6,000 from me, right? But it was my fault for not setting boundaries. So that held me back because that's pretty much my car money. So now I gotta, wait, save up for like another fucking 5 to 6 months, and once I have that same amount, I'm gonna buy a car and shit like that. So it is what it is, though. But what I've learned is that I've learned about so much about boundaries, and I've learned so much about recognizing if someone's using you, and like that. I definitely learned not to have people borrow money from me because these same people who would ask me for money and shit, they'll never pay me back and shit. And it was so fuck these people, man. So be careful with people, man, especially when dealing with finances. I mean, when people borrow you for money, in my opinion, don't fucking do it, man. Don't fucking do it. They're either not gonna pay you back, or you're gonna take too long to pay you back, or you're gonna have to remind them to pay you back, and you don't fucking want that. It's such a hassle and stress. Trust me, I know this from experience. I've been through hell with that shit. Don't it's good to be a nice person, but don't forget, a lot of people, they're fucking stupid. They ain't shit, and most people, they don't have goals, they don't have dreams, they don't have emotional intelligence. They're not going far in life. They're meant to be stuck at a bullshit situation to where they ain't shit pretty much. So you just gotta be careful when you're trusting people. A lot of people ain't shit, and a lot of people on YouTube, they like to talk about shit from their own perspective. They don't like to talk about shit from other people's perspectives. I'm guilty of this too, but this is why I try to remind people not to take my channel personally and to think for yourself. I feel like I need to remind you guys that a lot more. But I recognize this from other YouTubers, or I'll watch their videos and they'll say some weird shit. They'll say some very weird shit, and it'll really rub me off the wrong way until I realize when I keep watching the videos and I observe them, they're just talking shit from their own experience. People, they're just projecting on their YouTube videos. Not everyone, but most people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes they'll put titles that makes it seem like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They're just talking about shit from their own perspective and shit. So you gotta be careful with people like that. Especially tarot readers do shit like this too. Tarot readers, not all of them, but most of them. So be careful of that. So when you're watching YouTubers, if you feel drawn from certain people, be careful of that, because sometimes yes, they do be speaking facts and it does resonate, but sometimes they'll be saying some bullshit and you're just like, what the fuck? It's because they're projecting. They're not saying shit from your perspective or from other people's perspectives. They're saying shit from their own perspectives, man. But I don't know, man. Or maybe that's the purpose of YouTube. I don't know, but I'm just saying. But man, I don't know. I think with me, it's like I'm just so fed up being put in a stupid ass situation. I really want to change my situation, but I've learned a lot. I feel like spirit or God or life, they're purposely putting me through these situations I don't want to be in, just so I can learn from these lessons. And also, I feel like they're teaching me the importance of patience and being resilient and shit like that. So, and becoming more mentally stronger and shit. You know what I'm saying? But especially when things does work out as I planned out to be, or if things didn't turn out how I wanted to turn out. I feel like spirit is really trying to teach me how to release control, like shit like that, you know. But it just fuck, man. Like, fucking hate my situation, but this, I can always be put in the worst situation. So even though I hate my situation right now, I hate the fucking people in my work situation and the money system and just all this bullshit. Um, I still gotta show gratitude. Not to the point where I'm thankful where I'm at, but more so I could always be put in a worse situation like fucking jail or prison, or just at least I have arms and legs and shit, right? At least I'm not disabled, you know what I'm saying? So, but at least I have the opportunity to have the self-awareness to heal for myself, to release blockages. Even though this is a slow process, I have the opportunity to do that so I can attract the things I want out of life, you know what I'm saying? But um um I think the best revenge really is success. Like, I'm a very vengeful person. Like me, like I'm not the type of person to do people wrong. I'm a very cool person. Like, I make a lot of friends. I know how to make friends. People, uh, even though I have a lot of enemies in this lifetime, a lot of people who just do me wrong for no reason. I do have people who respect me. I do have people who appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? I get along with a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because my intentions when I come to connections is not to cause bullshit or to harm people like that. But yet, I've attracted some people who do that shit towards me. And it forced me to cut contact with them. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm forced to be around them, I'm forced to see them, unfortunately, to these work situations, I still fucking distance myself from these people the most I can. But where was I getting at? Oh yeah, but it should be very satisfying, because me, I've experienced people who do me wrong, especially family members who do me wrong, and I never get to see them get their karma. You know what I'm saying? This I'm so big on revenge. So what I would do, I was trying to use all that anger and all that pain as motivation, just so I could better my life through working out, through focusing on my studies and shit like that, through better hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. But you just gotta learn how to channel your anger towards the right directions in life. Don't channel your anger towards the wrong directions. And I've explained this a lot in my past videos. I don't want to get too much into detail about it, but yeah. So in any situation you're in, just try to make the most, just make the best out of your situation. You know what I'm saying? And try to listen to your intuition. I do recommend personal tarot readings. If you're gonna watch tarot, or if you're gonna book a tarot reading from a tarot reader, I recommend New Mindframe. She's a person I can really rely to and I trust, and she's really accurate with her information, and she's really good. Check out New Mindframe on YouTube, New Mindframe Tarot. She does offer tarot readings, so if you feel like you need a personal tarot reading, come to her. Um, you know what I'm saying? And she does have her own YouTube channel, and she's very good. I recommend subscribing to her channel because she talks about like astrology. So she does tarot readings, and she talks about trauma and healing and psychology. But and she talks about narcissism and relationship problems as well. So yeah. Um, um, these past energies has been very intense, but I feel like it was very necessary, and that's the purpose of these Mercury retrogrades, because the past couple weeks, like I had all this like negative energy, all these past memories of people doing me wrong from family members, all these past betrayals from like friendships, from like exes that betrayed me, people who stole my money, people who throw my clothes, like family members who threw my clothes away in the trash, family members who kicked me out the house after them doing me wrong and shit like that. Them try to fight me, try to spread lies and gossip and all this like smear campaigns towards me and shit. And dealing with like corrupt police. Um, it really like all these emotions. I mean, all these like memories were coming to the surface, and like I don't know, like all these like how do I explain this? All these memories came to my mind, and then I was processing all these emotions all at once, and that shit was crazy. It was just too much, and then I was trying to release all these trauma. Like I was crying it out, and like I kind of collapsed it to the floor, and I couldn't get up. I feel like I couldn't get up if I feel like a strong energy trying to like hold me back, or I don't know, man. Just I was just doing a lot of purging, and crying out past trauma and shit like that. But I feel better now, but it's just, I still feel better from just constantly dealing with betrayal after betrayal, people doing me wrong. But it's part of life. I feel like a lot of people experience this shit, but this is what happens when you live in if you live in a shitty world, expect shitty people. If you work in shitty work environments, expect shitty people. It's shitty for a fucking reason. And what motivates me out of life is the fact that I know what it's like to be around shitty people. I know what it's like to be around shitty family members. I know what it's like to be betrayed and people who like ghost me and do me wrong without any like clarity. I know what it's like to struggle financially and not get the things I want financially. I know what it's like to struggle with boundaries and people pleasing and shit like that. So me experiencing all these things, and along with people doing me wrong and them getting away with it, um, and experiencing just a lot of unfairness that where I'm my own business. I'm trying to better myself in life, but I'm always coming across this toxic, narcissistic people, a lot of spiritual warfare and shit like that. Despite experiencing all those things, it motivates me so much, and that's the main factors on why I really want to change my life for the better, so I can improve my situation, so I could do a lot of healing work, and hopefully I could change my external environment as well. But it all starts from doing the healing work inside. Shout out to Chauncey when he mentions focus on the healing work. He mentioned that like Chauncey went on his YouTube channel. Shout out to him. He mentioned that wherever the mind goes, the body goes. So focus on healing the mind, focus on healing the body, and once you heal your trauma and you do all this spiritual healing, you're going to attract the things you want out of life externally, and you could get out of your situation for the better. And hopefully that could work in my favor. Where like if I'm being consistent, if I'm actually taking action to do the healing work, easier said than done. It's going to be fucking hard. But if I stay consistent with it, then I'll be able to get out of these bullshit situations from people and just other work situations as well. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes. I'm still young. I'm still alive. So like we'll see how life play out. But sometimes I gotta check myself. Maybe I just have an unrealistic expectation with life. Maybe I'm too delusional. But what I can say is the fact that I have a strong ass desire to change my situation for the better, because after experiencing so much shitty people, me experiencing all the things I don't want, now I know the things I actually do want. I'm not there yet, but I don't have a full understanding of what I do want. But at least I have an idea of what I do want when it comes to people and when it comes to work situations. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've learned a lot when it comes to relationships with people. I learned how to spot narcissism. I learned how to spot like toxic people and when people are trying to use me in some way. I am proud of my, even though I need a lot to work on, I am proud of myself when it comes to boundaries. Like I am better at saying no to people. When people ask me for money, I am better at saying no. Like me, I'm a naturally good-hearted person, so I love to help people. But the problem is, I've always been around a lot of dumbass people, and we're like always trying to lend money or trying to lend a helping hand towards these people. But these same people won't fucking help me back, or like they'll give me a hard time. Or like I always had to remind these people to give my shit back. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations, because you got dumbass people like that who kind of fuck shit up for other people. So now people want to wonder why there's so much assholes in this world. I'm not saying I'm gonna turn into an asshole because no, I'm too smart for that. I've been through so much shit to become an asshole. But what I'm saying is that like the reason why there's less good-hearted people because you have these same stupid ass people who would use people and who would do a lot of shit towards other people and they won't take accountability. They won't apologize and they'll put people in fucked up situations. And these people were good-hearted people. These people were victims and now they feel bitter and now they feel angry and now they project that shit towards other people or either that or they'll close out their hearts and it's a constant cycle, you know what I'm saying? So congrats, you know what I'm saying? Congrats to the cunts of the world, people who fuck shit up for other people, you know what I'm saying? It's a constant cycle. But if you're a good-hearted person, if you have a good heart, don't let these people get to you. You're you're better than that, and just know that like you just know in your heart, you know that you have an important soul mission, you have a important purpose. You know you're meant for great things. So even though you're put in shitty situations, just know that it's life testing you. It's not personal. Take life seriously, but don't take life personal. Just view life as a fucking test. When you're going through some bullshit situations, dealing with dumbass people, it's just a fucking test. It's not gonna be permanent. Life is temporary. Life is short. Eventually, you will get out of your situation, and all the bullshit you have to experience from people and situations is not going to be permanent. You are going to experience blissful situations, people that are at your wavelength, eventually while you're still alive. It's not going to happen in your next lifetime. It's not going to happen where, like, oh, you missed the opportunity this lifetime. No, you are going to experience in this fucking lifetime. You are going to experience blissful situations. You are going to experience experiences with people and work situations and finances and your desires. You're going to attract those things, but you are going to try those things, and it's going to combat all the bullshit you have to experience, and it's going to make you view life differently in a better way, you know. But in order for you to do that, you just got to do a lot of healing work. Try to take the right steps towards success. Easier said than done, but try to heal your mental health. Try to heal your physical health and shit like that. Easier said than done. I don't have all the answers, but I've learned these from other people. Shout out to Chauncey Wan. Shout out to New Mindframe. And other people as well who talk about how to heal blockages and how to heal trauma so you can better your life and stuff like that. Life is a big ass fucking school, so like there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of lessons to learn, but just know that if you're experiencing setbacks and shit that's not working in your favor, don't get discouraged. You are meant for great things. If you're experiencing just the fact that you're experiencing horrible situations in life that's not making you satisfied, but just the fact that you have that awareness, that means you're meant for great things and you're meant to attract blissful and abundance to your life in this lifetime. The reason why you're experiencing those things because of trauma that you had to experience out of your control, or is life testing you, just so you can have the wisdom and knowledge on how to overcome these situations. And once you're able to attract the things you want, and maybe you're meant to help other people and help this world. You know what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged, you know? Life is short, so you will get over those things. I know it seems like it's like a long time, but just know that it's only temporary. It's only temporary. I know it sucks. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I know, but it's only temporary, and God or life, spirit, it will never give you things you can't handle. Just the fact that you experience those things, that means you're strong enough to overcome it. And if you have help or support, make sure you get support. But just know that you are capable of experiencing success. So don't ever give up on yourself. You're meant for great things. So that's all I got to say. And it's getting dark, but like, comment, subscribe, and good luck to you. Peace.